How's it going, everybody? This is Radishhead and welcome back to another episode of Upland Analysis. Yes, I am finally back. I've been on holiday for a few weeks. It was quite amusing coming back to all the messages of people wondering where I was. I'm sorry I left at such short notice without apparently letting people know where I'd gone, but I'm back now. I've got a lot of ideas for videos to release over the coming days because a lot has happened in Upland since the last time that I made a video. We've obviously had the Rio de Janeiro city release, which I missed completely. I got my time zones mixed up when I was overseas on holiday. I woke up an hour too late and the whole city was already minted out, so whoops. That was a pretty incredible release. I want to do some analysis on Rio as the Genesis International City very soon. We can also now build factories, which is a very exciting development, getting Upland one step closer to everybody being able to manufacture outdoor decor and vehicles and stuff like that, which is going to be very exciting. But another even more exciting announcement, in my opinion, that's come out in the last couple of days, and the topic of today's video, is the personal residences feature in Upland. And there will be a giveaway this video, so please stick around for that to hear all about how you can get involved in that one. Before I go any further, I first of all want to thank my executive and director level channel members, Mitrigno, Bad Frog, Monopoly Mike, JDad303 and Matsuda R. Thank you very much for your ongoing support. If anybody wants to go one step beyond in helping the channel out and getting some nice perks alongside it, becoming a channel member is a fantastic way to do that. I also want to talk about the sponsor for today's video, Floating Farms. This is a very exciting project because it is created by a fellow Upland content creator, the Upland Puppet. If you're at all active on the Discord, I'm sure that you've seen the Upland Puppet, and he's created Floating Farms, which is an NFT platform based in the Upland metaverse. And the idea is that there's all of these very beautiful NFTs of floating farms that you can collect. They're going to have stats that you can kind of battle other players with. You'll be able to merge them together to make them stronger and of a higher rarity. Later on in the roadmap, there'll be additional NFTs that can kind of be integrated onto your islands, like pets. If you've ever been interested in taking part in an NFT project, but you're not really sure which one to go for, I think this is a fantastic choice. It's created by a respected Upland user. I think the art looks fantastic, there's a great roadmap, and the project is very early. So if you want to get in on one of these things at the ground level, I don't think you could do much better than Floating Farms. I've got a link in the description for the Floating Farms website and their Discord server, where there's going to be challenges, giveaways and random drops. So if you're at all interested in the NFT space, you want to give Floating Farms a go, click the link in the description and support a fellow Upland creator. Thank you very much, Floating Farms, for sponsoring this video. Okay, let's talk about personal residences, and I'm particularly excited about this video because I haven't added my own personal residence yet. I've been waiting until this video to do it. But before I get too carried away, what is a personal residence? Well, you'll see that I've zoomed in on Holliswood in Queens, which is our Radish node at the moment. Look at all these fantastic houses that are being built and have already been built. Well, the idea is that if you have a property and you've constructed a building on your property, you can designate that as your personal residence. This is going to be a critical part of the game going forward, and I think the significance of this update will only be truly appreciated in maybe the coming months, because more and more features I think are going to be tied to having a personal residence. This is all part of the wider kind of plan for Upland, where they want location to mean something. If you look at any of the interviews with the creators of Upland, this is their ultimate goal, is to have some players who are based over in New York, for example. Some people are going to be in Los Angeles, some people might be in London, in South Africa, whatever. You're going to be where you are, and it's going to take time to get from location to location. You're going to be able to vote on things which happen within your neighborhood or city. Your personal residence is going to be a place where you can come back, recharge, maybe park your car. Hopefully, eventually, you'll be able to go inside your house and decorate it on the inside as well. So at the moment, this is kind of the early stages of what the personal residences feature is going to be all about. But without further ado, let me set my own personal residence. I'm just scrolling around in Holliswood. I've got a few properties here. You may have noticed that I've actually been buying a few more of them. I did say that I was going to try and increase my holdings in Holliswood because I really do believe in this project. And even though I'm involved in a handful of nodes, Holliswood is where my heart is. And of course, I'm going to set my personal residence here for that reason. Thinking about all of my properties, I think the one which I like the most in terms of its location is over here on Palermo Street. I just really like the way that all of these townhouses kind of go along here. So I'm going to try and set my personal residence in 8617 Palermo Street. So let's give that a go. So if you're wondering how to set your personal residence, first of all, you need to have completed the KYC or the Know Your Customer process. That's the same process that you have to do in order to buy and sell properties with dollars. So if you're all signed up for that, you're good to go. Otherwise, you'll need to submit Upland a little bit of information so they know that you're a real person. Once you've done that, if you click your profile, you should now see this. And if you don't see this on your mobile device, you may need to update the app. But mine says your home address is not currently set. So let's click set. I've never done this before, so hopefully I'll be able to see my property on Palermo Street. I'm kind of showing off here with all of my various houses that I've got. Here we go, 8617 Palermo Street in Holliswood. It's good that it tells you what neighborhood it's in because the neighborhood is a very important part of your personal residence, which I'll go into more detail in a second. Confirm, here we go. And congratulations on setting your home address. You can download your updated profile picture. Okay, here we go, download profile picture. This is exciting. And here we go, Holliswood, Queens. So it tells you, it's got your block explorer in the middle, it tells you the neighborhood, Holliswood, tells you the city, Queens. So you can download that, you can make that your avatar, on Discord or something like that. And this will also allow you to participate in my contest. That's right, if you have set your personal residence in Holliswood neighborhood in Queens, download your profile picture, go onto Discord, go on Club Radish Discord server. If you're not there already, the link is in the description, and post it on the Holliswood channel on my Discord server. And I'm going to do a raffle, random drawing of all the people who have set Holliswood as their personal residence. One of you is going to win a small townhouse property in San Francisco. I've got a few of those to give away. One lucky winner will get that one for this contest. And my plan is that as we continue to develop Holliswood, so people continue to build up buildings, every time we hit a significant milestone, so every 10% of the neighborhood that's built up, I'm going to give away another property to all of the people who have their personal residence in Holliswood, because now we can prove who really puts their money where their mouth is. You can only have one personal residence. So as I said, I'm in tons of nodes all around Upland, lots of different neighborhoods, but I've picked Holliswood as the one that I really want to commit to, and I hope that you guys do too. And if you do, then there will be voting opportunities within my channel and giveaways, of course. So grab yourself a property in Holliswood, set your personal residence here, have some fun, do some giveaways. That's my exciting announcement for this video. And check this out, Upland have actually got a leaderboard. This is really fun. This is the home address leaderboard. So we can see, perhaps unsurprisingly, Portage Park is leading the charge with 91 home addresses. Portage Park is a massive community with a huge number of properties and homeowners. I don't think there's a chance that we're going to get anywhere close to that. But hey, check it out. We're actually, we got 20 people already who have registered their home address in Holliswood. So that's very exciting. But I think we can do a lot better. Let's see if we can't get into the top 10 of neighborhoods with home addresses at the least. If we can get into the top 5, I'm going to be absolutely thrilled. I think we've got enough people in this community who are really dedicated to the vision for Holliswood that we can absolutely hit top 5. Can't wait to hopefully see it happen. So I've told you about what home addresses are and how to do it. But aside from the giveaways in my channel, why would you want to set your personal residence? Well, it's an interesting one because Upland are going to make having a residence a prerequisite for quite a lot of gameplay features going forward. There's going to be in-game voting. To start with, a neighborhood will be able to vote on the types of structures which are allowed or not allowed within a neighborhood, perhaps restrictions on the types of colors. So if I really want to crack down and make sure that it's only like red and white townhouses, for example, I can do that. If I say I don't want ranch houses, I hate them, which isn't true. I can see a few ranch houses around, I think they're great, but if I did, we could have a vote on it. So that's kind of going to be the first iteration of voting. As time goes on, we might even be able to vote on some really meaningful stuff, like the amount of taxes that people have to pay on their meta ventures, maybe the number of factories which are allowed to be set up in a neighborhood, could be anything. But if you want to take part in this exciting bit of Upland as it continues to develop, you'll want to get yourself a structure house and set your personal residence to be able to do that. The only other thing I wanted to talk about, which was announced alongside personal residences, but for some reason it didn't get that much fanfare, I think some people don't necessarily know about it, is that a new type of structure was also announced. So if you own a property in Holliswood, or especially in Rio, where there's lots of very small plots, you won't be able to fit yourself a small townhouse on it. Do not worry, because we now have the incredible micro house, which has only a 0.05 minimum stake and 500 spark hours to complete it. It's absolutely tiny, so it can realistically fit on just about any plot from 5 up squared or larger, which really is very small indeed, and it's going to be so cheap to build. So if you don't have a massive amount of spark to build a house, or you don't have much UpX to rent spark from other players, just build a micro house. I think this is going to make small properties in valuable nodes a lot more valuable, because people were kind of on the fence about very small properties before because they couldn't fit anything on them. But now you've got the micro house. So I'd recommend having a look around people selling properties that are very small in very desirable neighborhoods, because now you can build a micro house on it. So I wanted to give you the heads up on that, because I've seen a couple of properties which I think were put up for sale before the micro house was introduced, and they haven't been priced accordingly, with the fact that you can now have a personal residence in a very small plot of land with the micro house. So that's about it for this episode. I want to once again thank my executive and director level channel members, Bad Frog, Matrigno, Monopoly Mike, Matsuda R, JDad303, Shah Zing, and HH Toyboy. Thank you so much everybody for supporting the channel. Thank all of you guys for watching. Don't worry, there will be more episodes very soon. Don't forget to give Floating Farms a look and to post your profile picture if you set your personal residence in Holliswood to have a chance of winning that San Francisco small town house. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.